Having just been told what is now taking place in these possibility wars by the long-defunct voices of the people of Ukhaan, our new Storm Knights continue toward the top of the spire of this technologically marvelous building in an effort to both educate themselves further and hoping to find items to help them in the war. Continue listening as they do just that. Yep. So I don't have the continued entry or anything like that, just enough to sate some of your curiosity about how this game runs.
Okay.
So for not only for your characters, but for you. Okay. So as you continue to climb, after taking a spot for lunch and Peach is getting her recording and everybody reading these or looking over these available handouts, the messages from the walls, each of which goes into your phone, by the way. If you have a phone, you continue upwards, and probably 100 feet below what you can estimate is 100 feet below the top, the pinnacle of this tower, the rooms are smaller and they seem to be, instead of full of people, they seem to be full of things that have been collected. There's ancient pottery in there, tablets, various types of technology, etc. Now, would any of you kind of like to do a little bit of scavenging?
Yes, absolutely.
Please.
And Francois definitely is all over this.
Okay.
We
Well,
can't keep him back. He's poking into everything and trying to open every door.
yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll find totals, if you would, for me, please. Anybody who is going to search.
Mo
It's
isn't
difficulty.
Mo isn't remotely interested. He's beginning to set camp with the rest of them. In one of the rooms, it looks like it would be fine. We need sleep.
The
This is true.
difficulty.
This is true. Okay.
They want to play with dead stuff. They can play with dead stuff. That's these weird people do that sort of thing. I'm worried about more practical concerns.
Yeah.
Just,
The
what is
difficulty,
what is
please.
what is the difficulty?
10. Okay, so let's see. Wow, that's pretty nice. So let's see, that's a good. Okay. You find let's see, let's start with Penny. And go ahead and roll for Francois if you want to. But
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I? Let's
yeah.
see. Fine. All right.
You should be able to get to his character sheet.
There we go.
So yeah.
I'm trying not to read it. Holy smokes! Look at what he rolled.
Wow, very nice. Very nice indeed.
Yeah, he not only
31,
recognized
31.
That's pretty impressive.
Chris disconnects.
No.
No, he rolled a 2, and he and all of his equipment is below the axiom of Ukhaan, so he's okay.
I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, you ran into the crystalline wall because it was so pretty.
I kind of tripped on my own feet.
Yeah.
You did a Mo maneuver. Did you shock your hiney?
Probably. And then find. And That's a 10, so submit. Okay, so it's a failure for Isabel.
What about the doc? And what about Lena? Are they going to look?
Lena actually sticks by the side of Mo. Let's see. Find the doc. Okay. All right. So, doc finds Penny, stepping forward, finds this oddly shaped glove. Now, she knows what mechanics gloves look like, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, using the mechanics gloves, kind of helps save your hand. They're nice and thick. It's really hard to cut them, stuff like that. Well, the glove that you find, it's a singular glove, and it looks exactly like that. Okay. Um,
I have it.
no. Peaches has it.
Oh, interesting. It
Peaches
looks like
finds that.
safety equipment, huh? I'll I peek inside and give it a shake just to make sure there aren't any scorpions or anything in it. But then I'm gonna put it on. Actually, I'm gonna put it on my left hand, my offhand.
Okay. You put it on your. Yeah, actually, it is for your left hand, and it's in your offhand. But do you do anything with it beyond that?
Well, I flex. I make a fist.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, you go wee. I'm kidding. That was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. Um,
I put my hand in the fist in the air like I just don't care. Is that what you're saying?
Be- because
Yeah.
because
Swing
you're
my hair
bad.
back and forth.
You're
I swing my
bad.
hair back
You
and
know
forth.
it.
At least I didn't
Hey,
start twerking.
hey, oh,
Yeah,
look
well,
at
yeah, that was a little
tail.
bit before Michael Jackson, or a little bit after Michael Jackson's time. I don't think twerking even started until after he was dead. So, so are you going to keep that glove?
Yeah.
Okay, and it does make a nice little piece of equipment. And I'll note that later.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it.
Okay. Actually, as you're looking around, you find another black glove, the right hand one.
Well, with a little caution, I shake it out and
Okay.
and put it on my right hand.
Okay. No problem. You can wear them just fine. They just look like normal pieces of equipment.
Do they cause me any dex issues at all as I try to pick up something?
No, no, they don't add to your decks. They don't subtract from your decks. They don't make it more difficult or less difficult.
Um,
So
yeah. Um,
yeah.
Tug on the material just a little, not to be distracted, just to see if I think it might have any heat resistance. If it's durable.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty durable. They seem like they're in really good shape. How are you going to test heat resistance?
Oh, I will when I get when next time we rest up. I'll run a lighter over. Do I have a lighter or a match in my kit?
I don't know. Do you?
I aim my flamethrower at her and go, here, hold up your hands.
No. Yeah, no.
So I was gonna get the fire laser death ray.
Aw, you missed out. Um, so, yeah, let's see. Let me look at your equipment real quick. Medical bag. You know what? You probably have some things in there that will burn. I think you probably have some water matches in there.
I do have a first aid kit and but and stuff, but I don't know what if flammable setting things on fire is part of a first responder medical bag.
Well, no, being able to, you do have to have some survival equipment on top of your regular equipment, just in case there's a problem with being able to respond to a scene or whatever. So it's kind of a backup for if the first responder needs a first responder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, I do.
You do have some waterproof matches in there.
Well, first thing I'll do is I have a little water, I'm sure, or a little alcohol or something liquid.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna have some purple alcohol in there.
Yeah, well, I'll just put a little dab of hand sanitizer or something in the palm to see if it soaks through.
Okay, you're losing me here. What do you mean? You're gonna take some hand sanitizer,
And
put it in the
just
palm of your hand with
see
the
if it
glove on.
soaks through. If is this cloth? Will it soak through?
It does appear to be a cloth, yes, and the you're gonna have to wait a while for that to soak through, but yeah, it eventually would.
Okay, so it's not a waterproof glove. It won't keep
No,
water out.
no.
That seemed a safer test to me than setting something randomly on fire.
Let's say it's water resistant,
Yeah,
but not waterproof.
all right, all right. I
So
shake it off. I shake the sanitizer off. That's fine.
shake it off, shake it off. What?
And and not lighting the sanitizer on fire. Using the other hand, I'll run a match over the cuff.
Okay. It
A
doesn't
lit
set on
match.
fire.
Yeah,
You
a
you
lit
run a lit.
match just to see.
Okay, you run a lit match over the end that would be nearest the cuff of that glove, and it does not set on fire.
Ginger just got kicked out of the chat thing.
That's what happens when you try to set gloves on fire.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. We are experiencing technical difficulties such as user error.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you try to set a glove on fire.
Yeah.
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 Things happen. So, what did it scorch? Did it survive?
It survived. It didn't burn at all.
Do I feel any heat through it?
A little bit, yeah, but not much. It depends on how long you keep the match there.
Well, I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to damage the fabric with flame, and
Okay.
if it doesn't, I'm seeing how much it heats up. If it doesn't
Okay.
damage, or if it heats.
You keep the match there until the flame goes out, and it does not burn the glove, although it does start to get kind of warm on your hand a bit
Okay.
on that area. So
Right. That's all I wanted to know.
and you do, if you turn the glove over and look at it in the light, it does have a little bit of a dark patch there, but you can clearly see all of the fabric and it's untouched.
All right. So I buff it up, keep it clean. Yeah. I'm keeping the gloves on.
Okay, all right. So you've got a nice pair of safety gloves. So, okay. Now, Francois holds up something that seems to be sort of rounded, almost like it's shaped to go on his chest. Okay. And he actually holds it up and in broken English is like, how does it look?
Magnifique.
Aye.
Is that
And
a chest? Is that a chest plate?
it is a chest plate, and as a matter of fact, he goes to hit it. He goes to kind of punch it, and he doesn't really even hit it that hard. And you see the plate kind of bend in a little bit underneath his punch, and then when he draws his hand back, it returns to its shape.
How useful would that be in combat, though?
Mm-hmm. You never know.
Yeah.
Shoot
well-
him, see what happens.
Oh no.
No. Does he need? Does he want to put it on? I'll assist him if he wants to put it on.
We shall
Yeah,
test.
And then I can punch him and see if it does any damage.
No.
Okay.
Mistakes.
He is wearing friar's robes. So he turns around away from you and goes to slide it up underneath his robes and then kind of works through his arm sleeves to more or less put it in place. And he slides his arms through some straps that are already there and slides back through the armholes. He's like, "Is comfortable,"
Excellent. Excellent.
and he has a big old smile on his face. Let's see. So we'll put that on later. Finally, Dr. Mosselang is kind of walking through, and she's, moving stuff around and everything like that. And she picks up what appears to be kind of a steel block. It's a thin steel block, maybe a 1/4 inch thick, and it's 2 inches by 2 inches on a side, and it seems like it has a speaker on it. It looks almost like a Beats speaker, specially designed. Now I know Beats looks like a big pill,
Mhm.
but they've had headphones and stuff coming out recently. This thing looks like a 2 inch by 2 inch by 1/4 inch thick block with what appears to be a speaker, an old-timey speaker on top of it.
Huh.
She goes to she goes to hold it up to her ear, and nothing happens. She's shaking it and turns it around, and then Isabel is like, "What'd you find there, Doc?" And all of you, in your own native language, hear what she just said.
Oh, we know what they used to record the message down there now.
Maybe, but this is smaller.
Oh, wow. Wow. Did that just.
Universal translator.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh, Francois says something absolutely charming. He says essentially a pickup line in French, just to see if it'll translate.
And it does.
He says, "Ah, ma petite potato du couch, my little rousseau d'amour."
He goes full on Pepe Le Pew.
That's the only French I know.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
And
Blair,
it
the
translates.
Blair, the character of Francois, actually knows French
Yeah, I believe it.
And Spanish.
and Spanish.
And Russian.
No.
Anyway, so you find this, and it translates just perfectly. A few of you mess with it in various languages, like Isabel goes Spanish, and everything like that, and talks through it, and it translates into what you understand in your own language.
Oh, Mo, you try.
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
we,
come
we,
find
we
Mo.
drag Mo over. We drag Mo over, and we say, "What's your name?" Go on.
Ah. Okay. Now I got to pronounce that sucker again. Shirmodanistan.
And what the rest of you hear is Mo. So,
Yes, I have a simple name in my people's group.
oh,
Very common.
and all of
very
you
common name.
understand that.
A very common, very honorable name.
I'm kind of leery of this thing that's talking to me, and it's
And you're actually hearing everything in your own language that's coming back.
Yeah, like we're it's like,
is this you speaking? I'm like pointing towards like whichever one of you just talked.
Yes, it is.
yes. It says everything you say.
I was beginning to wonder if you were intelligent, but yes.
Says the one who ran into a wall.
It was an interesting experience. You should try.
I think Chris did.
I can pass on the head force trauma. Thank you very much.
Well, come
You're
on,
missing out on the gift of Lanala,
Who?
the goddess Lanala.
What you hear, instead of Lanala, you hear Mo pronounces the name of Lanala just like that, as if he has been able to speak that word in English letters all of his life. But what you hear is life giver the first time. The second time he says Lanala, goddess of experience, or experiences, I should say. If he goes to say it a third time, it'll be something else, but it's always something positive. Have any of you studied this is probably wrong of me to ask, but are any of you Christians?
I think we're all token. I am. Connor and I are token Christians.
Okay, have you read about the many names of God?
I vaguely remember it.
Okay, it's the same thing with Lanala. Okay, just various things. It's not the very same names or anything like that, but very similar. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Well,
nice.
I've encountered that in religious comparisons and religious
Mhm.
study. Not a scholar of any means myself.
Right. Well, that's okay. It doesn't, you don't have to be a scholar. I'm not trying to push anything. I'm just using it as an example. So,
We're more the gospel of nerd around here.
amen. Bring it on.
So, like, if you said, what is it? A Cthulhuid thing of many names and
Mhm.
many offspring. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, same thing.
Yeah. I actually get that more than the guy, the Christian thing.
Oh. You know what a Venn diagram is? One of those circle diagrams.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I remember one that looked a lot like just one circle, and the both circles unfortunately were labeled things I find funny, and the other circle was labeled reasons I'm going to hell,
And it's near perfect circle.
and it made a perfect circle. Oh well.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Venn diagrams and boiler diagrams and truth tables and all that. That's the reason I don't have my degree in Homeland Security right now, because that hippie math just kills me. So, okay. So, what do you want to do with this universal translator, as Chris put it?
Is there a
Keeping
way
it.
to strap it onto somebody, like maybe an arm or is it a gauntlet?
If you oh, you're thinking about keeping it for yourself, huh?
Well, no, I might give her a glove and tell her to just shove it down in the cuff. She found it. It's hers by right.
Well, yeah, but Doc is like, yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Doc is like, you can have this if you want it. She holds it up to Mo and says, you can have this if you want it.
No. I don't want dead things.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, actually, I have a better suggestion. We should give it to Francois.
Okay.
He speaks the worst English of us all. Next to Mo.
Okay. He's like, oh, what is thank you in French?
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. And he actually does. He actually kind of drops it as he's being handed it, and he goes to catch it with his hands, and it ends up on his sleeve, right underneath where his wrist would go, and it doesn't move from there.
Oh, like it has a hand strap, an invisible hand strap.
Basically, well, he goes to take it off, and it removes, no problem.
Huh.
He drops it again onto his sleeve, and it stays there. He tries to shake it off, and it doesn't go anywhere. And actually, he ends up hitting himself in the right cheek with it.
I'm surprised it didn't go down below, though.
Oh well, no. I don't get cruel like that.
We'll pass it back and forth as needed, and we'll start using it to translate Mo.
Moise.
Parcel tongue. It's parcel tongue.
There you
okay?
go. Moise, partial tongue. Yeah, you're living in a world. Harry Potter could actually have been real. So remember that.
Hey!
I want to go to Hogwarts. I want to go to Hogwarts.
I need. Where's my Hogwarts letter, dude?
Oh my God, that's the last place I want to go. Thank you very much. That's that psychotic headmaster.
And Basilisk in the basement.
Basilisk in the
Hey,
basement,
at
which
least
is
you would
part of
have
why
a
he's a
cousin.
psychotic headmaster. Is-
Yep.
It's like, I run a school for children full of absolutely horrifically dangerous beasts.
Yeah, Fluffy the dog, the three-headed Cerberus.
But think about it from the kid's point of view. Okay. The kids are
Awesome.
like, oh, I want to go. No, I want to see it. That sort of thing. So, all right. So that's about all you run into. You actually see tools and parts from vehicles and aircraft and stuff like that, like it's being collected here. Matter of fact, in one of the rooms, there's actually a Bentley parked in there, and that's the only thing that's parked in there. Don't ask me the model. I don't know. It's just a really nice car. And it's an older model. So,
So it's like a 1920s Bentley?
it's like a 1920s Bentley. There you go. Or, I don't know. Was
Or maybe
Bentley
a
made after the 20s?
1940s. Yeah, 1940s.
Sure. Somewhere around that time. Okay. I don't know when Bentleys were made. I suppose I could look it up real quick.
Rolls Royce Silver Phantom.
Oh, sweet. The Rolls Royce Silver Shadow.
Shadow, that's it. I think they did a Phantom too. Both of them gorgeous cars.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, all right. Let's enjoy a good night's sleep in somewhere that's reasonably safe.
Well, that's a little bit of a problem.
Well, crap.
If you start to find, if you kind of sit down for too long and you're wanting to rest, the walls, the crystal in the walls kind of starts to grow toward each one of you individually.
Like it's trying to collect us?
Yeah.
That's it. I've had enough of this house.
Okay. Move along.
Are we at the top yet?
Actually, you were close to the top, and there is one large solid floor up here. Okay.
Let's go to the top.
All
Let's
right.
get to the top.
Okay. The top floor reaches above the other surrounding skyscrapers. It contains a polished gemstone the size of a core Earth television screen that shows images of the outside world as if through a telescope lens. The image slowly pans around the Manhattan skyline. It looks like there are some controls with it, like some buttons like you might find on a television.
Oh, hey.
My initial instinct as a wanting to be a future engineer and how I've acted throughout my life, I instantly tried to go and figure out what the buttons do.
Okay. All right.
So he studies it for a second and then he starts pushing buttons.
Right. So yeah, as you start pushing buttons, you notice that the scenes change kind of rapidly. But what you're looking at is the Manhattan skyline and the streets below. And depending on which buttons you choose, you can kind of look down and see some things that are going on all the way around the structure that you're in now. Okay. Are you interested in kind of hearing what you can see with that?
Yeah, I actually am.
All right. The first image that you see when you're fiddling with buttons is the Maelstrom Bridge, which is, of course, the big bridge that Mo came from. And Mo can kind of point it out, and he starts jumping up and down like a monkey. No, I'm kidding. But he kind of, there are no windows in here, so he just kind of points at it, and maybe says, "Talk to Care."
No, we can talk to Care. Is what we can talk to him now. It's using the translator.
Yeah, but nobody has.
All right, we ask him. What the hell is that thing? That big snaky vine thing.
That's a maelstrom bridge. It's the way that Baruka can cross from one world to another to invade.
Are you some kind of alien?
Not on
I
the
mean,
Uh,
is that not
no,
obvious?
no, that is, but I've got the
Jesus,
green
like from
card.
space?
Don't do that when I'm drinking water.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
My character's all Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't think it's from the same place. I think we might be in same place in different place.
Ooh.
Somewhere from another star or sun.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Hmm. What is a maelstrom bridge? That thing you called it a maelstrom bridge?
You just talking about how I brought them over. It's obviously is a connecting between two different places.
Well,
Yes.
It's like a wormhole.
I
Yes.
call
Like
up
a bridge.
I call up that memo. Some of the memos that we have.
Okay.
Is that the bridge to talk to Terra?
Yes. That bridge goes to Terra Care.
Who is Baraka?
Baruka is the High Lord of Terra Care. He
What
is
does he want to do here?
destroy. He wishes to conquer and then devour the life of this world.
And turn it into a dead thing.
Yes.
If you read the handouts, you know that he might be talking the life force as possibility energy.
Ah.
Awesome.
Did Ginger and Connor, did you get the messages that I sent out to you through Discord here earlier?
Oh dear.
Okay,
Yeah.
look at the top left of the Discord page. You'll see I guess that's Cliffy or Chucky or whatever his name is. The little white thing that looks like a controller
Yeah.
up at the top
Remote.
left. Go ahead and click on that. And then you should have a message from me. It should show up as a red circle with a white number.
I don't see it.
Really?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't see any messages from you.
Oh, why didn't those messages go out?
Huh.
Well, that's just fine. Hang on a minute.
I see a round circle from Keeper Andrew. You is my friend. Excellent. Yes, you are.
All right, so you got at least one of the messages.
Yeah, but that was probably now. Never mind. I'll figure it out later. Then I'm going to try and go over to Torg Eternity and see if I can whisper. I got to remember how to whisper. Okay.
I think it's just /W and then their name and then the message.
If you just click on Ginger's name, it should bring up a private message to her in Discord.
In Discord. Yeah, that's what I did. And the message is still there, but she's not seeing the message.
Hmm.
Let me figure something out here. Okay. W name message. That's what I did. But it won't let me hit return.
Has she accepted your friend request?
There you go. Okay.
Where is it? And where do I accept it?
It's in your Roll20. Okay, now let me go back. Let's see. Oh, I can close both of these. And then let me. Good lands. Okay, so who wrote back? Test.
Hey,
Yeah. Did you get that message above it?
it says most likely from another dimension or perhaps a different reality.
Right. That's exactly what I was trying to write to you because you're the aerospace engineer. You're playing the aerospace engineer. I thought you might share that with your friends. Every so
Yes.
often I'll send messages out like that to kind of reveal a little bit of information that will only go to a certain person.
Okay.
So
So I could, if I paid more attention and we didn't have this mishap, I could actually have kept that information secret that I realized.
actually, yeah, actually, well, you could keep it secret or you could, tell folks. This is a cooperative type game, but let's see who just sent me stuff. That's funny. I'm not getting it now. That is funny. Somebody's typing. I can hear it, and I think it's Ginger. That's cool. That's okay. That's cool. Same deal. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that every so often I'll send out private messages so that you can kind of have some information and determine what to do with it. And nobody, since it's kind of an out of character thing, nobody heard you say that. None of the characters heard you say that about the
Okay.
alternate reality thing. Man.
Yeah, I would have shared that because when I
Oh,
mentioned wormhole and the bridges and stuff like that, I would just kind of continue kind of
mhm.
rambling my thoughts out until I stumbled upon.
There you go.
It's like they're pretty much practically from a different dimension from us. Oh, hey, reality stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I'm reading some of this stuff out loud with Mo. What's a hard point exactly?
Mo actually doesn't know.
I don't know.
Hmm?
What's a gospog? Have you seen those?
It's something that the High Lord has only recently got. It came from somewhere else.
So it came from like another world that he's killing, like ours.
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
And his objective is to kill our world.
Yes, he wishes to devour its life force to become Torg.
It's Torg.
That's some sort of god figure.
Huh.
He'll replace your Linola this way.
He's
That didn't
nothing.
mean translation. I think that translated fine enough as it was.
Yeah.
Translator reads angry hiss.
Absolutely. All right. So, any other questions between folks? Because if Mo is the one that is from the alternate dimension or reality, so Andrew may not have the information where Mo might. Understand what I mean?
This is true.
So I could always send Andrew messages to answer that.
Okay. Feel free to whisper to him.
Well, y'all have to ask a question first.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Mo, if you came down with the invaders, why are you helping us?
Baruka is not servant of Lanala. He is evil.
That man did bad things, so you no longer trust him. Got it.
This is not the way of Lanala.
How do I translate that?
This is not the way.
Hey,
So I didn't need to send a message that time. Any other questions?
How strange! I got it as a pop-up.
Did you?
Yes,
Yeah,
you did type it in right. It
and
it
it's
went
gone.
straight into the chat. We
No,
all can
that
see
one.
it.
That one was supposed to. In this particular case, Lanella is translated giver and goddess of light. Okay, Baruch Ka is not translated at all because it's just the name of a normal being, not anything.
It's a proper name.
It's just a proper name. Yep. Any other questions?
I'm just assimilating. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Doc, Isabel.
I don't have any questions, but I do agree with trying to get some rest.
This isn't safe. I think. Well, where do we go from here? Chris, can you see if the way is clear from this camera link or whatever this is?
On it.
Okay, so let's kind of start with what you see to begin with, because you're already there, so you might as well see it. The structure of the Maelstrom Bridge is a dark tangle of vines and branches reaching from the ground up into the sky and disappearing into a swirling dark storm. Mist flows down the bridge, and hordes of Adinos and dinosaurs continue to clamber down it.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to try and look next?
Monuments. Look at the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, the Statue of Liberty, the sky above the statue is completely clear for about 500 yards. What you guess is about 500 yards. The entire Liberty Island is free of Adinos and anything else that might be like it.
I checked out Times Square because I know that's a very popular place.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
What about Ellis Island?
That is Ellis Island, the one with
Ellis Island is next to the Statue of Liberty. That's where all the that's where actually all the facilities for bringing people in are. They're not the same island. They're two different.
Okay.
Yeah, Ellis Island is like I say a couple of like a couple hundred feet away from Statue of Liberty.
Maybe farther than that, but not by too terribly much.
Like,
I mean,
everybody could see it.
They're nearby.
And then there was Ellis Island. Everybody went through Ellis Island, then to mainland.
Okay. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I am terrible with studying history.
That's fine.
I'm just wondering if like the Ellis Island place would also be, because it is far enough away that it wouldn't be under the influence of the Statue of Liberty. But if it's its own place because of its history, then
the part of the island that is closer to the mainland seems to be growing, but again, there is there's basically a solid line where the growth is, and then it stops.
Okay.
The storms. It mentions storms. So can we find where storms end and begin?
No, not from where you're at.
I tried to check for Times Square.
Okay.
Because I know that's very traveled area, so people might have gone there and stuff like that, and what happened to the people there.
Actually, there is a lot that is taking place there. There is a lot of death in that area. All of the video screens that are in Times Square, all of the automobiles that were going through that area at the time are dead. They're rusting over, and any human life that was there has been snuffed out. What you also see is probably 20 or 30 Gotaks collecting human bodies and walking towards Grand Central Park.
Oh boy.
Can you zoom in on those things?
Fine, He's like, I kind of irritated. Was like, fine.
Whatever.
So
So
it's like, I don't want to look at dead bodies, but okay. I am the only one who seems to have figured out how this worked.
well, none of you except for Mo got to see the seats that were chests in the chest cavity of each of the bodies. You see that it's an ongoing process. There seems to be one larger, older Gotak that is performing rituals over these bodies, and then what you see is the center of the chest cavity cave in, and then some kind of a young assistant, maybe a warrior, definitely not a Gotak, drops a large blonde colored hairy seed where that hole forms.
Ew.
And then you
Yeah.
see blood gushing in and covering it and everything like that.
Yeah. And what do you make of that, Mo? I ask.
Ugly.
Fair enough.
In a few words.
Let's take a look at something else. I don't want my stomach to vacate its breakfast.
Okay, well, you kind of switch things over at random, and you see on the Manhattan side of the Brooklyn Bridge, near where you saw the looters just a couple blocks away, muscular adenos with red markings on a muscular adenos with markings on its scales rips apart several fleeing humans. This is probably a block and a half away from where you just came before the fight with the Tyrannosaurus Rex and all of its surrounding warriors. Let's see. Mo, you know
Yes.
for a fact this is a female, and you have heard rumors of a great female Edinos warrior who can fight very well. And you remember that her name is Thiklik. Kind of like.
I sort of pause. When they start panning through that, I sort of like put a hand on Chris's shoulder and go, "Watch."
Okay. Well, again, as you watch, like the looters are torn apart, and there are some Adinos warriors who actually to drag out a family, a human family. They've all gone primitive. The little girl is actually first, and this Thiklik character rips her rib cage straight out, followed by very swiftly by the mother and father.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Mo. It's like, you wanted to see that?
You needed to see that. We must go.
Who's that?
Thiklik, I think. One of the legend. How would he say that? Thiklik, a warrior of great renown.
There you go. Perfect.
She is very dangerous.
But that's just slaughter. That's not a warrior.
That's why I can't follow. We should go.
Wait. Let's take a
This
few
is
steps back.
dangerous.
That thing's a she?
Yes.
And
I'm looking.
Matter?
Device says looks incredulously.
Yeah, I look at you too, Chris. I say, and that matters how?
That's hard to. She's not even wearing a shirt.
You don't either half the time.
I beg your pardon. I always wear a shirt. Well, nearly all the time.
Don't be a pig.
Okay, so are you getting ready to go then? Mo, do you start to walk out?
Wait, Doc.
No, I'm not starting
Doc.
to walk out yet, but I'm telling them that.
Yeah, we'll go. Doc, where's the hospital from here?
She kind of looks at the screen and she says, I think it's the opposite way of what we're looking.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, I start to look for the hospital with this thing.
Well, it actually doesn't take you very long. What catches your eye most of all is that there is an M1A2C tank sitting in front of Manhattan, Lower Manhattan Hospital, and there are a bunch of non-transforming um, National Guardsmen standing around the tank and on it.
Oh my God, it's a manned tank?
It
Is
is.
it rusting? Is the tank rusting?
Nope, not yet.
How's the building look?
The building looks like it's in fairly decent condition.
Okay.
There's a little bit of degradation to it, but not like the rest of the city.
We got our destination. Let's go.
Look at that, Doc. Do you see anyone you recognize?
It would be inside. They would be inside.
Yeah, that guy right there. That guy runs the and this is she points out this guy, and he looks like he is just immaculately dressed. He's got a white shirt on and black pants and a pair of glasses, and he's talking to the National Guardsman, and he like turns around from them and stomps into the hospital. And Vanessa is or Demasalang, yeah, Vanessa is like, yeah, that's that guy runs the ward down there. He's one of our functionaries. I have to report to him every time I drop off patients there.
Oh my God. So
I think his name is Brett Barney. It's something. I can't remember.
But it looks like they've got command post going, an active command post going. Let's get there. What can you pan back a little to see if there's a route?
Chris, you kind of mess with things a little bit, and yes, you are able to more or less get it zoomed out, but you remember pressing the same combination of keys to look at other places before, but instead of that, you actually you might think of as a camera kind of zooms out and it widens up so that you can see how to get there. It's only literally a few blocks away.
Let's go. It's not too far. We can rest and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, madre de Dios. That's perfect.
So, how do you explain Mo?
That's a good question.
He's our prisoner?
And they're just gonna take him from us.
I was standing there with my spear across my shoulders, my hands like resting on it.
You're not. You're fine.
No, I just mean that's how he's standing.
Yeah, I was like, hey, not hostile. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another handout that I just gave you, and this downloads into your phone. Actually, on the screen, it just downloads into your phone, and this is not the best thing at all.
Bloop.
But
we get GPS.
Yeah, more or less, something like that. But the software on your phone seems to give you a walking route to be able to get there. At this point, the crystals in the walls, like they were doing a few minutes ago, kind of start to grow out towards you again, but they don't stop after a few seconds this time.
Oh dear.
They keep going.
Guys, look.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
Yeah, hurry onto the escalator. I don't think any place is safe. Is there any safe place?
No.
Other than the hospital?
Not that you can see. Now, one of the things that you did see is that the Holland tunnel still seems to be in decent condition.
That's new here too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you drive on,
Yeah,
and
we jump onto the.
you think your way down, and before you know it, you're at the bottom of the escalator. But something else that you noticed is as you're going down, the bodies that you saw suspended within the walls have all disappeared. Save one.
No.
Save one. There's one body in there. It has the person is dressed very, very strangely. In clothes, well, for Peaches and Chris and Isabel and the doc,
Film
they
noir?
huh?
Is it film noir style?
No, no, not at all. It seems very Victorian, if you will. There's
Oh
a
gosh.
the individual is wearing a very large or very long coat, almost like a duster, and has a large brimmed hat, almost like a pilgrim's hat, on. And then before you know it, you're swept by, and you're at the entrance, which swiftly opens up and allows you to exit.
Couldn't we try to grab him? Did he was the only one left.
He was the
Oh,
only one left, but he was behind the crystal.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Banging on the crystal as we go by then.
Okay. It doesn't do anything. He doesn't wake up or anything like that.
Hey, bang, bang.
It's like
Okay.
I also kind of at this point it's like seeing somebody at least try to get 1% off your. I like bang on it to say open.
Open sesame. It doesn't work.
For nothing piece of.
Oh, you know technology, but only technology on your.
Yep.
Get out! Come out! Wake up! Get out! Can you hear me?
He can't hear you. He doesn't move at all.
Shit! I kick it.
Okay? You come away with a stub toe.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to bail. I was like, I kind of grab her and it's like, we're going.
Right. But if we could just save one.
We can't get that thing open. We shot at it earlier, remember? And that
You
it
get
still
this-
didn't open.
Peaches, you get this feeling after you say, if only we could save one. You get this feeling like you did. And more.
Awesome. But he's not here with us.
True.
Or I can't protect him with the herd. I'm limping and cranky and bad tempered.
Yep.
Come on, let's go. Let's go,
I-
cave woman.
Yeah, I walk it off. All right. But I can't help but look back and keep thinking, come catch us if you can. Come back here. Catch up to us.
Okay. All right. So on your way out, you actually get outside and closer towards the street. The street around you is completely clear. There is no growth within, say, 300 feet of this of Ukhaan, of this tower that's there. The streets are clear as if they were new. The buildings around it within 300 feet, they are still crumbly, but they're not, and their windows are broken, but they're not still held with humongous vines and everything like that. You hear no, you hear no unexpected noises whatsoever where you're at.
No dinosaur roaring, no sounds
Nothing.
of combat, no gunfire, no traffic sounds like New York.
Correct.
While we kind of walk to the to the hospital, we need to be discussing plans to how to convince them Mo's not dangerous.
Uh,
I am dangerous.
I
not
mean,
helping.
don't mean harm to them. At least not
Not-
yet.
Not
I don't-
helping, Mo.
I don't know that yet.
Join us for the next exciting episode of the Possibility War as our intrepid adventurers finally reach Lower Manhattan Hospital.